Yes, yes, all of this is just illusory. Our shadow reminds us of it. Our shadow, which distorts our envelope. You see, when it stretches, deforms, sometimes to the right, sometimes to the left, actually reminds us that we are merely the illusion of the reality that exists above our heads. Glory be to God, the Most Great. All right. Before arriving here, we existed up there, okay? It is because we exist up there that we exist here. If we no longer exist up there, we no longer exist here. It's like you, when you play with your video game, soccer something, I don't know, what there, the soccer games, or the characters that fight, etc. Video games, you, when you sit in front of those who play. In any case, I don't play video games. There's no age limit, but I just don't have the time for that. And besides, it's not my thing. The children are playing. They all have a PlayStation. Even the oldest one. And when you are sitting in front of your television, in front of your screen, in front of your game, the reality that we perceive consists of the characters. Characters can be football, it can be a sports game, boxing, or whatever you want, racing, cars. What we see is the reality we perceive consists of the characters. If we talk about a game with characters, right? But these characters exist because there is a program. It is the programmers who set up a program and gave it life, who gives the illusion of one. So, without a program, there is no life, right? That means that reality, in fact, is not found in the characters we play with. Reality is what creates the characters. It is the program. We are the same. God has thrown us into a body. Okay, but this body that expresses itself, that lives, that has emotions, etc. Because God is the Almighty, He does what He wants. It's a live game. Okay, video games can evoke emotions of anger, joy, and mockery. The game is made for that, to entertain us. This world, God tells us, is nothing but play and amusement. But we, in our life here on earth, this life-sized game, God has made it so that we have feelings, that we can perceive, live with more or less intensity. Everyone has their own character. Everyone is who they are. That's true. But without having created us beforehand, up there, we do not exist. Here. That is why God says here, it is, all of this is just fleeting. God said, go, I will send you down, one and another, descend, enemies of one another, the jinn and humans. God, I will throw you down into a world, and we will see if you keep your word. Up there we made a pact with God, okay? It was said to God, yes, yes. God replied, oh, okay, very well. 2001. So wait, come, because it's not over. I am God, the creator of all things, and capable of all things. He says it in his book, Sahul-Allah. He says, I am capable of all things. So he said, well, very well. You have made a pact with me. You all said that you recognize me as your creator. Ah, well, let's verify. And God said, be, and it is. He created a world. He said, descend, I will place you in a body, and there I will see who will keep their word. Allahu Akbar. Have you seen God? I simplify things, of course. But can you imagine the complexity of it all? Why couldn't God renew his creation by saying, you see, you lost. You didn't come back to me. And on top of that, look at what you've done. Well, I'm going to put you back in the game, but it will be even worse. For that, God tells him that the punishment is in dunya, and then comes the akhirah. Okay? I will punish you here and in the other world. It will be even worse. You see, there is a life. It cannot be worse. If you're in the fire, you're in the fire. How can it be worse than being burned? No. He is much wiser, more subtle, greater, and stronger. You say, well, you see, do you want to play? We are going to play. If he had wanted to play, he said, he would have done it. I say this in my own words. Of his own initiative, he would have thought it himself. He would have said, well, come on, I feel like playing. I created the heavens and the earth with truth and justice. I did not create you in vain. I did not create the heavens and the earth in vain. I created them. I created life and death, only to test you. You made a covenant with me up there. We will see who will uphold it. Alright, God has thrown us into this prison called the envelope. Our giver, he has limited us, but through his mercy, he has enveloped everything with his mercy. Everyone, the one who says it is not me, he said, I have encompassed everything, alright? Everything is encompassed by my mercy. Even the male is enveloped by his mercy. You do not understand, that's all. So one must try to reconnect. For that, one must make an effort. God told him, worship me to the best of your ability. Look at how kind God is. He said, do your best. I will not tolerate you not doing your best. That is where I will punish you. Do your best and you won't have any problems. It means that you can mess up, you can show weakness, you can cheat, you come back repentant. God says, I know what you are doing, that you are doing your best. If I had wanted, I would have made a single community of believers. Yes, I know. However, do not turn your back on me. Do not turn away. Do not break the covenant with me. According to a covenant, I created life and death, only to test you, alright? We exist in this world because time exists. The devil asked God for time, nothing more. He said, give me time, otherwise I will not succeed. I promise you, I will bring a great world, a large number of humans into the depths, he said, except for those I will guide. And God has sent down everything that was needed from above. It is not a matter of chance. It does not come from beneath our feet. It comes from above, from where we originate. He has sent down books of reminder, messengers, prophets, angels, and unknown worlds. All of this is out of mercy. Otherwise, he could have thrown us into the game. He could have said, all right, very well, let's see, go ahead. Okay, you have made the covenant with me. You have all testified that I am your creator, creator of the heavens, the earth, and all that is between them, and on earth, and